Well, doing it all without music then. Hello, Harry. You alright, mate? How are we? I'm a celeb and Arsenal versus Chelsea. Nice, man, nice. Sounds good. Broski. Good to hear you're doing well, mate. Where were we? I need to do these things. I think that's how the circle goes. Let me just make sure. So one after this, I believe. It's close to that. It's very similar. That correct? Three, 2, and 4 ones. Okay. Oops. Please. PC? Hello? What the fuck is happening? Bro, what is happening? Why has it been so laggy? Fucking hell. apparently that is how it should look. And I don't like it. I don't think it looks very good. It's probably because it's not rounded on this one. If it was more like that. Might not look so bad. A few things I need to work out as well. I need to work out what to do with this stand because I want it to look better. I want it to look more modernised. I want it to match what it's got for the club store just there, the black, the grey, the white and the red. I want it to match that sort of colour scheme. I don't want to change it too much. How about if I change them like this? Make them one wider. Right, but take this out. And make them one wider along here. Alright, they're already marked out there anyway. That's good. Alright, just make them one wider along there. And you bring these along. Oops. Oops. Just so much as sort of club colours by just doing black and red stripes along it. Oh, it's not nice. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Like that. So on the outside it's now going to be red and black all the way along. Right. Okay, right, we've done something around there. Red, 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 black, red, red. By Jove, I think you've got it. What? Right, gonna be pulling that out, pulling that out. Crazy. I know it's crazy. Putting them all on there. Changing that one. Putting that there. I'm extending this one. On both sides. Extending these. Hi Lewis, what's up mate? And yeah, to answer your question, it was about that at the end, mate. I don't know what happened. Like, it sped my game up and then like slowed it down. It's fucking stupid. It's so annoying, man. Appreciate those love hearts, my friend. I had you know the problem that I had the other day when I just had like 120 ping all game. Yeah, I just had that again. Some of the last couple of games. Yeah, it just like jumped forwards and like slow the ball down when I was mid-air, so it's just annoying. It's just not good. It's happened the past 2 times I've tried to play a 2's game. It's rubbish. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. How you doing, man? How was your day? Gonna extend the size of that shop as well, I think. Day's been dead, yeah, sound. Yeah, been long, man. Fair enough. Not really done much. What's good, Ross? How we doing, mate? Just a banter club at this rate. Why was the score? I'm not seeing the score. What's the score, boys? Is it bad? Sounds like it's probably bad. And space 1, 2, 3, 4 space. I think I'm just gonna redo the shop in general, to be honest. Like the interior. 3-1 Arsenal, yeah, that's bad, man. It's not good. That isn't good, man. Chelsea just scored about a minute ago. Yeah, fair, man, fair. How you doing, Ross? You good? How's your day been? How's your week been? I keep one block in place just so I can see where the placeholders are. Yeah, I'm just gonna rework that shop. Changed pretty much everything about it. It's been boring. Yeah, fair enough, man, fair enough. You're not done anything. Right, got rid of all of that. Right. Just start redesigning how this is gonna look. It's gonna take a lot of work, this, because I don't actually know what I want to do with it. I don't know what I want to do with any of this stadium right now, to be honest. But I don't want it to. I want it to look modern. I need it to look modern. So when you look at it, I don't want it to look like this on the back. I want it to look brand new. Now, as for them there, I think I'm going to expand this outwards a bit. I'm going to get rid of that. And we're just going to bring that out in a minute. For the time being, alright, Matt, what's going on, mate? How are we? I'm fresh out of ideas on how to make this look better, Matt. add some custom stuff around them bushed areas. I don't want it to just be plain grass with bushes. I want it to be like fleshed out. But I want the back of the stand to look more modern. But I don't want to change too much. I quite like the small, because it's a small stadium. I quite like certain aspects of it, like the club shop. But I want to flesh it out and make it more modern inside, I guess. I'm just short of ideas. How was your stream last night, mate? Yeah, not bad, thanks. Good to hear. Good news. You'll join a VC about 10. Cool, man. Cool. Sounds good, mate. Oops. Got one wrong. Haha. Just there. Alright, we're gonna mess around with this. Right. Right. Not sure if I'm keen on that or not. I don't know. All I know for certain is I can take this out. Keep that in for now. For the time being. Trying to revolutionize it a bit. Hmm. Something along those lines. Ah, one more I see. Right, I want to make this front entrance a little bit different. What's the sort of this area? See here. I reckon this will take a couple of streams to do the new main area. I'm gonna have to work on it in segments. I could just take out the entire stand, to be honest, and just redo it, but it might actually be a decent idea. I think I might do that, to be honest. I might just leave a club shop, leave everything as far as here out towards the car park, and just get rid of the rest. I think that could be a good idea. Just get rid of the actual like outside of the stand. Keep the stand itself. Just rework like the actual look to it. Let's see if what's the lowest point we've got. That. So we got 23 to the highest point of 27. Let's see if a fill command will work with air for me. So if we do a 12, 27, 26 even, minus 8, it's 23, and if we do that across to minus 152, 3, oh shit, 23, sorry, and a minus 61. It probably won't work for me because I know what this game's like with me, but if I do a fill 12, 26, minus 8, we do it to 8, minus 1, 5, 2, 23 minus 61. Yeah. Well, I don't understand what that means. What does it mean though? How is that outside of the world? What about that is outside of the world? Alright, gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, manually. This game wants to mess about. You finished your interiors last night. You've added your advertising hoardings onto the Darwin and Blackburn ends, as well as the Jack Walker stand. So on the three big ones. Am I right in saying the Darwin end is the away end, the Jack Walker one's the one across from it? Is it? No, sorry, Jack Walker one's the one. Yeah, one across from it, and the Blackburn one's the one at the side, I believe. I think that's right, isn't it? If I remember correctly. There's every possibility, but I don't. You must hate having to build a stadium of one of your closest rivals, though. I can't imagine building Hillsborough. I mean, eventually I'll probably have to do it, but I still can't imagine doing it. Same with Elland Road, I just can't imagine building it. Jack Walker's the one between the two. Oh, I was wrong. Doing Wigan as well, and you've done Preston. it's just one of them things, and it's like, I know I'm gonna have to build Hillsborough eventually, and I'll probably do a really good job of it because, well, you know me, I don't like to do it half-heartedly, but I just know when I'm building it, I'm gonna hate myself for doing it while I'm doing it. Can't believe fill command's not working. In the midst of near total reconstruction, yeah. I feel that's how I might be going with this stand, to be honest. I might end up just reconstructing the entire thing. Like right now, the general idea is that I'm just gonna get rid of, well, mainly just rid of a roof and then like the surrounding, hang on, and then like the surrounding bit to it, but I think long term, I might end up just like getting rid of the entire thing itself, like the entire stand. And just rebuilding the entire stand. That includes like the seats down the bottom. Might just end up rebuilding the actual thing. Which kind of sucks, but for reconstruction purposes, it kind of makes sense. It's like you want to modernise it. I don't want it to be too big, like unrealistically big. You know, like I don't want it to just be double tiered all the way around. But I might double tier this stand as well. Not in a very big sense. Just a little, sort of like flesh it out and add some more depth to the build in areas where I can actually afford to do it. Like, because this, let's be honest, it's a very it's not a very big stand, is it? And it's not got much room to work with, especially on the back. It's like I've got all that open space, like towards the car park, but I can't actually do much with it because of the size of the stand. I've still got to stay like somewhat realistic towards it. And initially, I just wanted to rework the outside, but I think it's very like difficult to navigate through the actual stand itself. You know, like when you go into the concourse, it's very difficult to navigate through the actual like concourse area for the most part. Like this one seems alright. I think the other one is difficult. Don't really consider them to be a rival at all, in honesty. Oh, fair enough, mate. Like this one, I've got it so weirdly shaped how you get in and out because of the way that it's like designed. So I think because of that, like solely because of that reason, I want to just sort of get rid of like the whole of this area and rebuild it. Which means I'm going to have to put in new changing rooms and everything, so changing rooms are on the back here. So yeah, I think long term, that's the sort of thing we're going for. So when I'm getting rid of this, I'm literally going to be getting rid of all these extra areas, or repurposing them. So I reckon it'll take a minimum of 2 to 3 streams of this, like completely reconstruct this build. keep that for now. And the reason I just want to do I want to get rid of the outside first instead of just destroying the whole thing is because there's certain areas that I either want to keep or I want to reconstruct in other places in the ground. Like this room, for example, I really like the look of this room, and I think it's got this really unique style to it. The colour scheme, the room, everything about it, I really like how it's designed. And I either want to expand on the actual room itself, or I want to replace it, reassign it. What's the word I'm looking for? When you displace something, when you take it out of where it currently is and you place it somewhere else. Oh, I can't think of a word. I want to relocate. That's what I want to do. I want to relocate it. Fuck me, I can't think of it. I want to relocate where it is, maybe. So I don't want to destroy it and then have to go back and look through like pictures or through videos and stuff to see how it looks. I just want to keep it as it is for now and potentially either relocate it somewhere else or expand on it, or it might still be alright where it is. It might still be alright where it is, it depends yet. I don't know. Depends on what we decide to do with the rest of the build, doesn't it really? Like this is a ticket office beneath, so again I'm going to be keeping that in place as it is on the interior for the time being. And then once we find out somewhere else we can put the ticket office, we will relocate that as well. Which means I can get rid of these things here. Need to bring it into the 21st century, mate. Definitely want to be redeveloping the main entrance. The main entrance is really like what needs the biggest redevelopment, because it's small, it's narrow, it's not very well designed, it's not got, especially in terms of Minecraft, it's not got much space to work with. I really want to pull this out and make it wider as well, longer and wider. So I don't want it to like, how it comes in here, I don't want it to come in, I want it to come further out towards this sort of area, not quite in line with a line, but like that sort of area, so to speak. Yeah, that's something that I could do with doing, to be fair. I need to take that out. So the white lines are really used as outlines for where we can build up to, more than anything. So I wanted to use them as outlines to like mark off where the car park needs to be, where the paths need to be, that sort of thing. So whatever space we've got all that space, but I still want to be able to have somewhat of a walkway like in and around the ground. Yeah, that main entrance needs a big redevelopment. I want to change how the staircase looks, so I'm going to take that staircase out. I'm probably going to take the full main reception out, to be fair. Like, take this full like outer skin to it out, but also take the actual thing itself out. I'm going to keep the glass windows where they are for now because I'm quite keen on that design and I want to replicate something similar to that front entrance, but wider and more modern. More modernised. So you see like this room in here, I like how it's designed. It's just small, that's all. And the way that it's designed here, with a doorway, means that it comes into a very thin hallway, which I want to redesign that hallway. You see, it's not very big at all. I want to redesign that, and I think I'm just going to take out the entire stand when I do it and make a second tier on it, to be honest, because I've got more room to work with then. And that's the general idea. So the first things first, I need to decide where the back of the stand is. So here is as far as we can go. That is as far as we can go for now. I'm going to start by taking all the roof and stuff out as well, like directly above it. I want to put a proper gantry on it as well. The gantry that the current stadium's got, Luke pointed it out to me where it was. I was in a private call with him a few weeks ago before I released my stadium. He pointed out to me where it was, and then I listened to what he said but still forgot to put it in. But the actual current gantry, where that green box thing is on the other stand, it's like just behind there. But I want it to be like a proper hanging gantry from this tier, from this stand. That makes sense, right? Like these, we've got a lot of big open spaces in these sort of boxes. I want to make these into stairways, I think, stairwells, come up to a second tier. I want the roof to be all level as well, like the interior ceiling to be all level, I mean. Oh, and the exterior, well, not the exterior ceiling. The exterior ceiling is obviously going to be a slanted to an extent, but like the interior ceiling, it will be flattened out instead of on different tiers like it is here. It's very, very, very unlikely that Chelsea will go down. I think with how far ahead they are of the relegation zone, which is 9 points, with 4 to 5 games left, I think it's very unlikely that they'll actually go down. But I do think they'll finish around 15th or 16th, to be honest. I think they'll get a surprise victory against one of the better teams. Be against Man U or Newcastle, they get a surprise victory in it. Keep themselves afloat. See, I haven't got bad players, they just don't work well. Realistically, I did a prediction thing after my last stream on Friday, and I predicted how the rest of the season would go in the Premier League, and I think we had Southampton bottom, Everton 19th, and Leeds in 18th. I think they were the 3 teams that I had going down. I won't mind Leicester going down. I've said that as well, to be honest, Matt. I want both to stay up, but that's only from like a selfish perspective because I want to play both next season. I enjoy my derby days, I do enjoy derby days, and we don't really have them in the Premier League. The only team we could really consider a derby that's currently a Premier League team is Leeds. And the only other big rivalry we could have in the Premier League that's currently there is Forest. The only way we could also have another big rivalry, well, not big, but a bigger than, it's somewhat of a rivalry. It's not really big, but somewhat of a rivalry. The only way we could have that is if Middlesbrough go up as well. There's a bit in beef there, and geographically we're not that far from each other. I mean, it's both considered Yorkshire, but I wouldn't call it a derby. I wouldn't call it a rivalry as such, but there's a little bit of bad blood between both teams. Don't really like each other, so don't mind playing Middlesbrough if they get promoted. But for what it's worth, I don't really want Middlesbrough to go up. I want Luton to complete that fairy tale story. I think everybody really wants that, don't they? I mean, Leicester and Southampton. Leicester and Everton. I agree with that, Ross. It's just, I think when you look at the fixtures that Leeds have, I think Leeds have still got to play like 4 of the top 6, haven't they, in the last 4 fixtures. 4 or 5 fixtures. Like it's not. It doesn't look very likely that they'll stay up. Unfortunately. I mean, sacking Tuchel, I don't think that's the big problem that Chelsea have, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, he'd have been better in charge than Potter, but I still don't think Potter would have been a bad manager under Abramovich. I think it's the owner that's shit. I think by throwing money at players in the way that Chelsea are throwing money at players, gives them so much less incentive to actually perform on a weekly basis. Because if you're gonna offer a player a base salary of like 250 grand a week, 300 grand a week, whether he wins or loses, there's no incentive for him to get any bonus by winning. You know, it's just he's gonna get 200 grand regardless, whether you win or not, because there's no incentive. You want a team to perform well. You give them incentives like, we'll give you £1 million if you come top 6 per player. You know, that's like that's incentive. Theirs is, we'll give you £1 million every month if you just turn up. It's way too late. It doesn't matter who you're getting. If you're going to get a manager in with 4 games left in the Premier League when you've still got to play some of the hardest teams in there, it's not. It doesn't matter who you get in, mate. It's very unlikely you're going to stay up. Get Warnock in, you're still not guaranteed to stay up. You know what I mean? Like, Warnock's proven time and time again he can do that. Anyway, at Huddersfield, and we need a point to survive the drop into League One. Neil Warnock, the manager, and the next game is against us on Thursday. And for what it's worth, because we've got nothing to play for whatsoever now, I think we'll just let them win, to be honest, or draw. I think we'll make it convincing. I don't think we'll be like, oh, here you go, just have a goal, do what you want, sort of thing. I think like we'll, for what it's worth, try, or look like we're trying at least, make it look like we're trying, but I don't think we'll really be trying. We've got no incentive to play now. It's just format, innit? It's just playing out the rest of the season. We've got no incentive to win, draw, or lose. It doesn't really matter. You know, we can't win the league. We're already promoted. It's just a run out now, isn't it? It doesn't matter if your form stays or not, because after the summer break, you know, like after 6 weeks off and then getting back into pre-season, you just start fresh anyway. So it doesn't matter whether you stay in form or not. There's no summer competitions this year, so for us, we're just in a unique position where it really doesn't fucking matter what happens at all. So when we play a team like Huddersfield, especially a team that is Huddersfield, because despite it being geographically close to Sheffield, there's no bitter bad blood between us or anything. And with it being Neil Warnock, ex-manager, Sheffield United fan, I think we'll be happy to just convincingly let them win. But even if we win, it just is what it is, isn't it? It just depends what they want to do on the day, I guess. Sociedad are a very good team, to be fair. They just lack a little bit of quality in certain positions on the field, but I think all in all, I do think they're a really good team. I think they've got a lot of quality in forward positions. They've got decent quality in defence, but I think they lack certain aspects of a team that's going to help them progress into a regular top 3 side. Kind of remind me of how Atletico Madrid were 15 years ago. They were always knocking on the door of teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona, but they weren't quite competing. Villarreal and Valencia, they weren't quite competing with them. But eventually, with good scouting and whatnot, they managed to pull in the right players, and now they compete more or less every other season. I just think they're lacking that little bit of quality. You know what? Forget this. We can take this out. It's not too difficult to remember. We'll take it out. Who scored anyway? Was it Baranchea? Is he still there? I don't even know if Baranchea is still there, to be honest. Always like Baranchea. On the Baranchea. Can't spell his name. I'm just about to pronounce it. It's like Barrentxa or something. So when you take out the roof, that's how the outline of the current stadium looks. It's like a blueprint in it. That's how it looks like over here. So Kubo wasn't Kubo at Real Madrid last season? Japanese player. It's like a blueprint in it when you look at it like that from that angle. Little map of what it looks like. It's not a bad design. It's a little bit tricky to navigate. It's not a terrible design. It's not brilliant. It's not a terrible design. But I think I definitely want to flesh it out a bit and change it all. Honestly, I think I want to pull. What do I want to do with it? I don't really know what I want to do with it. Right, first things first. I want to get a comparison, so I'm going to go full screen turn off all my HUD and everything. I want to screenshot it. I'm gonna open the file location, come back in. Okay. Pull that down. I don't need that right now. Just get it out there for when I want it. Whatever shots. Thank you. I think what I want to do with it, I want to redesign this room on the side. I want to pull it further along over here. So the full back of that stand to bolster that sort of look to it. So I want it to come along too, straight right up to the end. It's quite a decent winger in Kubo. I quite like the rail arena as well. I think that's how you pronounce it. I didn't like the old one with the running track around it. I think now that they've pulled the stands closer to the pitch, got rid of the running track, I think it looks very, very good. Definitely something I'd consider building. Right, this can all go. This entire area can go. Okay, cool. Pulling that out to here. So, all in all, we're going to be extending the length of the executive areas and whatnot. Just bringing it along to the back of the stand. To each corner, I mean. So it's now expanded to an extent where we can actually do something with it. Like I said, I do think I'm going to consider building a second tier on it. believe I need to. It's not. It's just a consideration right now. It's not something that's definitely happening. And if I do it, I don't know if to do something a little bit different. I don't know if to just pull the entire like corner bit around as well, or if to do something a little bit different and keep the corner as a single tier and then do that as a second tier. Like, do the stand as a second tier. Or to take the corner out entirely. I might take the corner out entirely, to be fair, and just build it as a second tiered stand. What do you reckon? Do you reckon building this as a double tier and taking out this corner entirely and replacing it with something else? Not entirely sure what yet, but replacing it with something else, some sort of building to fill in the gap. So another thing that this has, it has a little restricted view sort of area, which I could do with getting rid of. I've considered making a tunnel out. It comes here, just like walk across the road here. I've considered making that, but I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to take the corner out on this side. I think I'm having a little bit of a mid-build crisis here. I don't really know what to do with it. I think I'm going to make a very stupid decision. I'm going to take the corner out and probably put it straight back in later when I realise how shit it looks. But I'm possibly making the wrong decision here, but we're making it anyway. Taking the corner out. Taking the corner out, we're going to double tier that stand. What do you reckon, Matt? Do you reckon I'm making the wrong decision? Taking it out? There's just something that irks me about this one corner. I don't know if it's the way it's designed, if it's how close to the road it is, if it's just like lack of accessibility to it. I don't really know what it is specifically about this corner itself, but looking at it just bugs me that it's there. The other two corners are fine on the other stand because it kind of makes sense to me, like from the other end, because you got a corner on both sides of the stand. But on this side, you've got you got a singular corner and then you got a building on that side. I think it would look better if it was double tiered on the side stand and you had a building on either side of each stand to segregate the other stands. Like skybox down the bottom, I think I might, whatever I build in this corner in terms of like a building, I might replicate on that side but put the skybox inside it. But I guess practicality, is that the word? Practicability is practicability a word? It isn't, is it? Practicality is the way like forward in terms of working out whether something works or not. The best way to do it is to do it. Build it. You'll see. You'll see if it works or not. If it does, it'll look good. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way, you'll know. Best way to find out. Just do it. Right, something along these lines. One, two, three, four, five, six. Try and make this a little bit wider. Three, four, five, six, seven. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, we can work on that in a second. Just a general placeholder to see what it's going to look like. At the very least. The very least it'll be up to there. Probably be somewhat different from that, but at the very, very, very least it'll be to like that. grand. That's taken a while, but we got it out eventually. Just about. Nearly. Just about. Get rid of a corner for the time being. I'll repurpose that corner. too long. Yeah, like me, man. We'll be on a 10. Everything alright? Good. Good, mate. Good. What did Changer say? What was the last thing somebody sent in my chat? What was the last thing somebody typed in my chat? Alright. I didn't know if it had just frozen or something on my chat. Nobody said anything for ages. I never know, sometimes it just freezes and doesn't update it, and sometimes like that it's just been a while now, I don't know the difference. Oh well. Oh good. I'm so hungry, I'm dying for food, guys. I want to make some food at about 8:45, but I just signed up at 7:45, sorry, but I just signed up for a Rocket League tournament, and I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll do the tournament, I'll go make food, and then I ended up playing a few games after, and my game started lagging. When I started streaming, then I realised, oh shit, I haven't eaten yet, and here I am, 10 to 11, still not eating, meant to make food 3 hours ago. I'm very close to finishing for the night though. Just want to get rid of this roof. God, my stomach's rumbling. Rid of this roof. Rid of that support mechanism. And we're good. What did Shane say? Chill zone. Fair enough. I swear the big reason I keep losing games at the minute is because of my fucking ping. It's so annoying. It was like 2 minutes into the game and we're winning 2-0 easy, and then my ping goes up to 120 and just sits there for the rest of the game. We lost like 5-4 or whatever it was, 4-3. Like, we were closing us no problems in opposition. We weren't very good. It's shit, innit? Why what? No, I don't know. It's been very hit and miss recently. It was good for about 18 months. And then the past like sort of 2 or 3 weeks, every now and then it's just like either super laggy or it's fine. I had it when I was playing with you, didn't I? Yeah, I have I use TP links. I had it when I was playing with you, if you remember. It was like really, really bad, and then it was fine for a couple of weeks, and it's gone really bad again. I want to get my freeze up to GC. Yeah, I want to get my freeze rank up to GC as well. Honestly, I think if I just keep sticking out these training packs and workshop maps and stuff. Just work on the consistency of core and ball control and boost management. Keep practicing mechanics. Like I say, when I'm doing resets and musters or whatever, like I'm hitting them so much more consistently. I'm just not always generating power in musters, so my technique's still a little bit off, but not always getting the reset, but I'm getting underneath the ball, so it's a good start. It's a big start, to be fair. I'm no longer like getting over the top of it and not being able to get underneath it after, so it's good progress. My kickoffs are a lot stronger on head-on kickoffs. My corner kickoffs still need a bit of work, but head-on kickoffs are usually a lot more stronger. Which is yeah, it's all good progress. I'm trying not to focus too hard on training mechanics, because if I focus on musters and resets and everything like that, I've got to slow down my gameplay so much, like practices. I'm just trying to do it bit by bit. I like go all out and focusing on like learning different mechanics and stuff. Otherwise the rest of my gameplay slows down. I've got to speed it back. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to do it all at like a single pace. I'm trying too hard on it. Just doing it bit by bit. I reckon if I can get a good hold on it, I think I can get GC in 2s and 3s, and I could probably get GC2 in at least one of the game modes. I think when I played with you or with Shane or both of you, to be fair, I think for the most part when we're playing in around 1600 lobbies, for the most part I can hold my own. It's just the mechanics and the speed and the kickoffs and stuff that really let me down. Aside from that, you know, it's just that little bit of consistency that lets me down, isn't it? I think if I can get that on board, you know, I'll be alright. Still doing ones though. Still want to improve ones. Real Sociedad had 1-2-0. Carvajal was sent off as well. Oh, fair enough, Matt. How are we doing, mate? Oh, I think they won it ages ago, didn't they? How far in front of you? Like 12 points or something. Madness, that. Alright, look at that. We're going to be done for 11 o'clock. Finally, going to be done on the dot. Taking all in that fucking roof out. Taking the corner out. What you say? Is it? Yeah, not too bad. Just trying to get his dugout sorted. Yeah, fair enough. I think I'm gonna double tier that stand, to be honest. I extended like the length of where the boxes are gonna be to like the edge of the stand on both sides. I think I'm gonna pull it further out towards the car park, bit by bit. I'm gonna relocate some of these rooms so they stay the same, but they're in different places. Expand the amount of exec boxes and lounges, and I'm gonna put not a very big, but a second tier on top of it. And I'm gonna put a new building in that corner. I think that's the aim. I think I might replicate whatever building I put in this corner. I might put it in that corner as well, but have the skybox that's currently in that corner like beneath it. It's coming along. I think 2 or 3 more streams and I should have the back of that stand completed. Repurposed. Look good. It's a good expansion. Right, anyway, thank you for coming, everybody who did or is still here. Have a good night, and I'll maybe see you tomorrow. Oh, my ear keeps ringing.